So as a parent, there may come a point where your child gets curious and they want to know how you and their other parent met. And what shouldn't have felt like an uncomfortable conversation became wildly irritating when my daughter asked, "Was it at a museum?" The night I met Rentré, it was a very gorgeous evening. The evening turned into night and I just knew I was gonna have a great time. As we got ready, I remember wearing this cute, sleek, really tight dress. I had a wig from the beauty supply store on Forest City. It was named Rihanna. I was feeling good. I was feeling great actually. I was feeling a little fancy because I even like twisted my wig to the side so I had a little swoop going on. This was a night to remember. The reason I was excited about this night, to be honest, was not because of my husband. At the time, I had my eyes, my heart just bent on being with my crush. We're gonna keep names out of this because A, it doesn't matter, and B, refer back to A. I had a healthy obsession with this guy. And I say healthy because it wasn't dangerous. Like, I wasn't stalking, I wasn't in the trunk, I wasn't, doing anything that made you feel threatened. But I did pop up places I knew you'd be at. I did think about you all the time, and I did play music thinking I was singing to you, Heather Headley, in my mind. So I got wind that he'd be attending Icons that night, which is why I got myself out of the house. I wanted to accidentally, conveniently, coincidentally bump into him. Nothing planned at all. And so we get to Icons. I'm in my kitten heels. Baby, I feel good. As soon as we get there, we go straight to the bathroom, make sure we're looking all good. Of course, everything was A1, not the 2, but the 1. And we went to the bar. I had my drink in hand. So as we do the walk around, the walk around you do back then where, you're checking the club out, but you're also still, want to be seen. We did the walk around. They were all just in there. I was there looking for my subject. So I was just like, lo and behold, we went to the back area and I saw him. It was like he was glistening in the club. It could have been sweat in hindsight, but at that time, it just appeared to be like his aesthetic. It was like, "Hey hoes, my crush is here. I gotta go. I'll be right back." And they were like, "Yeah, all right, we'll be here." And I'm like, "Toodles." So I make my way over there. I get my walk going. I have a really good momentum. I'm not looking too eager, but I'm looking like, yeah, I'm intentionally coming for that ass. Okay? So I walk up to him and I tap him on the shoulder, which already felt real weird, but his back was turned. So what was I gonna do? Like pop up in the front? Ha! Hey! I couldn't. So I tapped him on the shoulder. He turned around. He's like, "Oh, hey, how you doing?" I'm like, "Hi, I didn't know you were gonna be here." And he was like, yeah, we decided to come out for so-and-so's birthday. I'm like, yada, yada, who cares? I was like, "Well, you look good. You look good too." And at the time, like, I'm just nervous. I know the bridge of my nose probably had little sweat beads on it. I probably had a little steam going right here on my glasses because I was nervous. It was already hot, and I'm in front of the love of my life, okay? So, heart rate high, blood pressure high. This was not a drill. So I'm over there, and all of a sudden, the conversation flatlines, okay? It is dead, finito. And now it's growing awkward. I can tell by his face expressions that he's looking kind of like, "All right, you said hi, now I'd like you to go so nobody else thinks I'm with you because I'm out here looking for what I want." And as I tried to keep my composure, he said the one line that I knew was my cue to get the hell on. He said, "All right, well, take care." Take care? Do you see me in this dress? Do you see this wig? You said take care. But the most thing I could do at that moment was to pick up all of my feelings and go back to where my group of runner friends were. As I walked away, I was trying to like sway my booty and jiggle it, but my booty was sad. Like, we couldn't even jiggle how we jiggle. I walked away just feeling defeated. I approach the girls and they're just in their zone. Like everybody's like, oh, I'm wiping it down. Everybody's wiping each other down. And I'm like, don't touch me. Like, I came here broken. I'm defeated. I've been deflated. My spirit is crumbled. And all them girls wanted to do was just, So, I told my cousin, I was like, I need to go. And she was like, one more song. I was like, then Plies came on and I knew we weren't going until those 3 minutes were up. So, I made sure I didn't dance so everyone knew I was up to here with it. My cousin was like, you know what? We're gonna head out. And I was like, thank you, because I really want to go cry in the car. We say bye to the friends and we're walking. She's like, let's just walk around one more time. I'm like, dang, girl, like, can we go? What can I do but walk around one time with her? She's like leading the way, holding my hand. She was always like that one friend that breaks through the crowd. You know, and I was a friend like, okay, once she made my way, I'm gonna wiggle through with her, but I wasn't like the crowd breaker. She's definitely the crowd breaker. She's walking through and someone like reached for my hand and I looked over and she goes, she's good, she's with me, she's good, she's with me. And he was like, okay, my fault, I just wanted to say hello. And she's like, no, she's good. I was like, sir, I lost my bae. I didn't say it, but that's how I felt. So he said, hey, well, he's like, well, you leaving? Can I get your number? And I was like, you know what? I'm from the streets. Y'all can have me. You don't want me. My cousin Karen was like, we're good. And I was like, it's okay, Karen. And she's like, all right. I exchanged numbers and he's like, okay, I'm going to call you. I was like, okay. And then I took off because I was still like grieving for my loss. I just lost my main dude. That wasn't my dude. So we leave and then the next morning I had a stomach virus and he ended up calling and he was like, hey, how you doing? I'm like, I'm not really doing well. You know when you have a stomach virus, everything's coming out everywhere. And he was like, oh, I'm so sorry. He's like, you want me to bring you some soup or something? Now, when a man talks about, let me bring some soup, he just met you yesterday. Okay, there are men that are going to do that, but a big amount of them are saying what you're supposed to say. Like, oh, you want me to go get some ice from the Netherlands and bring it back to you? Because they know you're going to be like, oh no, it's okay. And I reply, oh no, it's okay. Because at the same point, I really don't know you. Why are you bringing me soup? And we just, talked. We talked. And then once we met, we were inseparable. We was hanging tight since then. That's not when we started dating, but that's, when we started hanging tight. And that is how I met her dad. And when I say dad, I mean, Amaya has two dads. She has a bonus dad and a bio dad. That's how I met her bio dad. She already knows that I met her. What? That's how I met her bonus dad. She already knows how I met her bio dad. But, that's the end of this story. You see how in that storyline, I tried to force something that wasn't fitting? Like, I really bought that ugly wig, that cute dress, and those ugly heels, and I was going to make myself be aligned with this man who had already showed me before and told me before in so many ways that, nah, you cool as a friend. And I was just like, oh, no, you just don't know it yet, but I'm the one. I wasn't the one. I wasn't the five. I was none of that. And the way life worked out, that's where I met my husband. That's where I met my husband. And I'm so happy it worked out that way, like relieved. And that is our origin story. I want to thank you guys for watching. If you haven't, like and subscribe because I'm going to have a lot more stories to share. And I want you guys to hear it first. And how are you going to know if you aren't subscribed? And hit that notification bell so you'll know when I drop a video. I want to thank you guys for watching. And I will talk to you later.